everyone, and welcome back to the Suzanne and Sarah YouTube channel. I'm Suzanne Moore, Realtor here in beautiful sunny Bend, Oregon with Realty One Group Discovery and the founder of the Central Oregon Investor Network, which brings together investors not only from Central Oregon, but from all over the country to learn from one another, share resources, and create more freedom in our lives through passive income from real estate investments. So today we are talking about April 2025 market stats for Bend, Oregon, and what a doozy April was, you guys. Bend home prices hit a new all-time high in April 2025. It blasted past the previous record of 800,000, which was originally set in July 2023, and then we had this weird anomaly in October of last year, and now the Bend median home price is up to a whopping $832,000. That is a month-over-month increase of $84,000 in just 1 month. I cannot say this enough. That is huge. That's 11% gain in 1 month. And since January, the median home price in Bend has gone up a full $100,000. So for buyers, if you want a deal, you probably should be buying in January when you'd rather be skiing or heading south like I do. But yeah, generally we expect a springtime spike in March, but this year it arrived 1 month later and way bigger than any of us could have imagined. So you're probably asking yourselves, and so were we, what happened? How did we get from, mid sevens last month to 830,000 this month? Well, a third of all April home sales in Bend were for homes that were over $1 million. And stats like that really affect median home prices. And just a reminder of what median means. Median is 50% of the sales were higher than 832,000 and 50% of the sales were lower than 832,000. That's how you find your median. It's not the same as average. But wait, there's more. Usually, April is cheaper than March in Bend. And the past 4 years of data have shown us that pattern until now. We expected that spring spike last month, and we were just like, whoa, what is going on with our market? It took longer. So why? Why did it take longer? Well, our educated guess is that buyers were still waiting for interest rates to go down. And when the only thing that went down was everybody's stock portfolio value, I think buyers just put their hands up and were like, fine, I'm done waiting. I'm getting off the fence. And they bought in April instead. But honestly, it's anyone's guess. We don't always know where these things come from, but we do know that a third of those sales last month in Bend were over $1 million. So even people with declining stock portfolios were still ponying up for the big bucks. Other stats you might be interested in: 146 sales happened in April. That is up 20% versus last month, but still down 10% versus last year. So we do know that there are still some buyers sitting on the fence, still probably waiting for interest rates to go down, which who knows when that'll be. Days on market is going down. It went from a month to 3 weeks. And this time last year, though, it was only 10 days. So buyers are still taking more time to make decisions. And when they're making them, they're big ones. And, because it's 3 weeks on market before it goes pending, our sellers are just silently panicking a little bit longer. So Bend also has 4 months of inventory, indicating a balanced market between buyers and sellers. And we would actually say right now it's more of a buyer's market given the extended days on market and the inventory. So another all-time high in Bend is price per square foot, which is now at $411. That means if you buy a 1,000 square foot house, you're paying $411,000 for it. We've actually never seen a price per square foot in Bend in the fours ever before. So what does that mean? That means that a lot of smaller, higher priced houses sold in April. So those might be homes that are kind of in that downtown core, the sweet little old logging cabins that are now cool little cottages. Yeah, so that is the short story there. And if you want to know what our predictions are for Ben's real estate market this summer, then you should send us a message. You can always reach out to us. You've got all of our information here in the notes. You can find us on Instagram at Suzanne Rose Moore and at Best Life Bend. And you can always leave us a comment here in the YouTube notes. So thank you so much for joining us this month for the very exciting April market stats for Bend, Oregon. And we will be back at you again next month to let you know what happened in May. Thanks so much.